I came to tell you tonight that the same God who lifted you yesterday is still lifting today. Amen. If you trust him, he will open doors no man can close. He'll give you strength when the world says you're finished. Do you hear me?
This ends tonight. The Lord sent me to clean house.
You're in the wrong place, preacher.
I go where the sin is. Consider yourselves delivered.
I go where the sin is. Consider yourself.
Let's talk about Apollo Cruz. I don't get it. I don't get it when it comes to Apollo Cruz. Why is he still here? That's the question. How come Apollo Cruz has not yet been fired? I don't get it. I think Apollo Cruz has dirt on Paul Levesque. It's either that or he is smashing Stephanie McMahon, and rightfully so. But it's either that or he has a job lined up as a coach or a producer or an agent. Because, bruh, nigga, how is he escaping these cuts? There's no more Vince McMahon. So he's under a new regime. So how is he escaping these cuts? That's crazy. That's insane in the membrane. Let's talk about Wes Lee. Wes Lee, he is now in TNA, back with the Rascals. What about Baron Corbin? What about Baszler? What about Matt Riddle? What about Cedric Alexander? What about Ali? What about Isaiah Swerve Scott? What about Reg Holland? Ashanti the Adonis? What about Buddy Murphy? What about Pac-Man? It's like, what about Malachi Black? All these men got released. What about Big Cass? All got released. What about Blair Davenport? All got released. What about Super Thick Miss Dawn? Miss Super Thick Ala Dawn got released. What about Tegan Knox? You see? Do you see where I'm coming from? What about Giovanni Vinci? All got released. Listen, when you get sent back down to NXT, that's a sign that you will get released. So my point is, how come Apollo Cruz is escaping these cuts? Dolph Ziggler released. What about the Forgotten Sons? They got released. You see what I'm saying? But not Apollo effing Cruz. What about Cameron Grimes? Released. All I'm saying is, why is Apollo Cruz still here? And don't give me that shit about, oh, he's injured. Well, nigga, he was not always injured. So, nigga, don't bring that up. He's been here for over 10 years now. A long ass time. So, how come he's never been released? That's a very good question that we will never find out. What's his secret? What's his secret? I think this man has dirt on Paul Levesque. It's either that or he has a sex tape on Paul Levesque. It's something. He got dirt on this company that we don't know about. And guess what? He's black. How come Apollo Cruz is escaping these cuts? You pro-blackies don't talk about that. What about Top Dollar? The list goes on and on. What about Big Booty, Timeless, Toy Storm? Her ass got released. Once again, that's a big list. What about Ruby Riott? What about Jack Swagger? All these guys that have been released. What about Andre Idol? Also got released. Sonya Deville got released. All these people are better than Apollo Cruz. I'm the only guy on this platform who is talking about this. How come Apollo Cruz is escaping these cuts? How? I have no answers. Like I said, it's either he's smashing sexy ass Stephanie McMahon, and rightfully so, or he's blackmailing Paul Levesque. So, nigga, why would you cut Giovanni Vinci, but not Apollo effing Cruz, who has more upside? Vinci or Apollo boring ass Cruz? Listen, don't get me started on the female division. All these sexy ass females that TKO is cutting. What about Apollo Cruz? Now, what's so special about Apollo Cruz? He's boring. I would say his best gimmick was when he embraced the Nigerian gimmick. That's about it. But Vince stopped pushing that gimmick. And ever since, Apollo has been in no man's land. He's boring. But why is he still here? You cut Cameron Grimes, who's better than Apollo Cruz. Listen, man, we need an investigation on Mr. Cruz. Where is the investigation on Apollo Cruz and his job status? He got big ass job security. I'm trying to figure out why. You cut Cedric Alexander, but not Apollo Cruz. Who else? You cut Karrion Kross, but not Apollo Cruz. You cut Zack Ryder, Mojo Rawley. The list goes on and on of all the people they have cut, but not Apollo Cruz. Once again, what's so special about this man? He got dirt on this company. That's facts. He got dirt on somebody. He got dirt on somebody. Nigga, they cut Elias. They cut Elias. Bruh, Elias had a run that was way better than Apollo Cruz. There was a point in time where Elias was the most over guy in that mid-card. Not so much Apollo Cruz. Who wants to walk with Elias? That was popping. That was over. When did Apollo ever have that kind of run? Ever. Never. But you cut Elias. You cut Ezekiel. You cut him, but not Mr. Cruz. Like I said, there's a huge conspiracy going on about this man's job status. What's his secret? I'm trying to figure out what's his secret. They cut Benjamin Shelton. Facts. They cut Benjamin Shelton, a bald-headed black man who is a carbon copy of Apollo Cruz, but with more talent. You cut him, but not Apollo Cruz. You see? That is weird. We need to launch an investigation on why Apollo Cruz is still here. You cut Wesley. You cut him. I think Wesley had more upside than Apollo Cruz. So I'm trying to figure this out. I would say the biggest highlight of his whole entire career was feuding with Big E. But that was years ago, a long ass time ago. What has he done since? He was tag team partners with Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin, who had a better career than Apollo effing Cruz. I'm floored. Please, give me a list of all the people that got cut over Apollo Cruz these past 8 years, but not him. They cut Keith Lee. What the fuck? They cut Keith Lee. They cut Roddy Strong. They cut Kyle O'Reilly. They cut these men. They cut Bobby Fish. They cut these men. They tried to make Adam Coleslaw a manager, and rightfully so. But that just goes to show you, even Apollo Cruz had more leeway than Adam Coleslaw. It's baffling. It's baffling. He sucks at promos. He is just a buff, swole, jacked up, uncharismatic version of Bobby Lashley. That's what he is. So it's just baffling and shocking. We need to figure this out. I think he's smashing Stephanie McMahon, sexy ass Stephanie McMahon. He is smashing somebody, or he got dirt on a higher up in the company. It's something along those lines. Listen to me. They cut Leo Rush, but not Apollo Cruz. They cut Hideo Itami, Kenta. They cut him, but not Apollo Cruz. Whoa, hold on. They also cut Samoa Joe twice. They cut Samoa Joe twice, bruh. What the fuck? Hold on. That's crazy, man. They cut Samoa Joe multiple times, but they never touched Apollo Cruz. That is a conflict of interest. You cut Samoa Joe multiple times, but not Apollo Cruz, who has no upside at this point in time. I don't care if he's injured or not. Who cares? That's not the point. He wasn't always injured, nigga. Was he injured last year? No, he wasn't always injured. That's not the point here. The point is, what's up with this man's job status? Listen, I think he's better off being cut. That's my point. He's better off being cut. He's better off in TNA. He's better off in All Elite Fake Pro Wrestling. I think that Apollo Cruz should be in the Hurt Business. That's what I think. Now, I'm not trying to bury Apollo Cruz. I'm saying, why not get released and go to All Elite Fake Pro Wrestling and join the Hurt Business? He fits in. Why not? Who else? They cut Cesaro. They let Cesaro walk away. Just remember that. They allowed Cesaro to just walk away to All Elite Fake Pro Wrestling. They did not fight to keep Cesaro. But you keep Apollo Cruz over everybody. I want to know his secret. What's his secret? What happened to his big ass bodyguard, Commander Aziz? He also got cut. You see? He also got released. What's up with his job status? I need answers, Sway. I'm baffled. I need answers. I've seen tons of talented fake pro wrestlers for the past 5 years that have been released that are better with more upside than Apollo Cruz. Keep in mind, they also released big ass Bronson Reed, but they kept Apollo Cruz. I got more names, just there's so many. There's too many names to. Oh yeah, by the way, they also cut Braun Strowman multiple times, and they recently cut that female tag team. I think they were a party girl tag team, but anyway, yeah, they cut those people, but not Apollo Cruz. Listen, there's so many names that I could think of that got released over Apollo Cruz these past 6 years. I'm lost. I need more names. Who else got released over Apollo Cruz that was better than Apollo Cruz, man? I gotta know his secret, and I'm done.